All right, praise the Lord, everybody. Praise the Lord, everybody who's tuned in right now for Sunday night Sunday school. Thank y'all for coming on. Appreciate y'all for joining us in. Everybody, please do. Those who are watching now, please go ahead and share this post. Please share this. We got a really good good guest tonight, who's going to really give us some powerful information. We're going to talk a little bit about faith, but you really don't want to miss the words that'll be coming forth tonight. So everybody, please go ahead and do this. Please go ahead and share. Remember, we want you to ask questions, chime in, ask questions, leave comments, ask your questions, leave comments, and go ahead and hit the share button. Go ahead and hit the share. Y'all share this post and tag somebody. Share this and tag. Tell people we're on. It's time to get started. We're going to go ahead and get started here in a few seconds. I'm waiting for everybody to go ahead and share. I'm looking at Facebook. I'm looking at YouTube. I want to see y'all. Somebody hit the share button real quick so that we can go ahead and get started and let people know that Sunday night, Sunday school, Sunday night conversation, whatever you want to call it now, it's kind of morphed into something even greater than what it started as. And we're going to have Elder Micah Sanford join us in a few moments for a conversation about faith, conversation centered around faith. So we're going to get started, y'all. Let me go ahead and bring on our guest. Everybody, let's welcome Elder Micah Sanford. Bro, is your mic on? I can't hear you.
How's that?
There you go. There you go.
Okay,
there you go.
Good.
Man, it's good to have you. It's good. I'm glad you were able to join us tonight.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely.
And listen, when I saw your camera, I wanted to just go ahead and shut mine down because I got the little regular webcam, and you got the HD movie quality Sony picture stuff going on.
Hey man, when you not that well known, you have to get every advantage that you can get. You know, when you don't know that much, at least I can make it look like I know something.
Man, so listen again. I'm excited to have you on, bro. I really appreciate you for taking the time out to come and join us and share with us at Arm Church tonight. So we got a few minutes. I want to make sure that we tell everybody again, y'all, please go ahead and share this post now. If you're watching, go ahead and leave a comment. Let's welcome Elder Micah Sanford. He's our guest. He's family, obviously, from Greater Bethlehem Temple Church, right around the corner from Arm Church. We're family, sisters, brothers, whatever you want to call it. He's no stranger to the Arm Church family. And tonight is going to be a good night. So please, y'all go ahead, leave a comment and share. Leave a comment and share. Now, bro, let's get started. We want to talk about faith. I was telling the saints today, I think when we shared the announcement at church, that the guest that we'll have tonight has a very powerful story dealing with faith and how God provides. But I'm going to begin at, I guess, the foundation. If someone asks you, what does it mean to have faith? Or what is faith? What's your response?
Oh man, to me, I would have to say it's trusting God without the details. Faith is trusting God without the details. You know, a lot of times when we ask for a word from God, God don't always give us the directions to where He's taking us. He'll tell you a destination. He don't tell you which way He gonna take you. He don't tell you what's gonna be in the way. He don't tell you who's gonna try to stop you. You know, you think about Abraham. We call him the father of faith, and God just promised him. He said, I want you to take up all your stuff. I want you to pack up your family, and I want you to go to a land that I'm gonna show you after a while. He didn't even tell him where to go. He said, but you just gotta follow and trust that I'm gonna take you to the place that's gonna be worth it when you leave where you're leaving. And I just think about if God, you know, told one of us to Spencer, I want you to leave Jackson. I want you to pick up your stuff, get you a passport, tell your wife, tell your kids, tomorrow, not, don't give nobody no 2 weeks notice. Tell your pastor, I want y'all to move to a country, just get on the plane and you just gonna live there. If you told anybody that, they'll be calling the mothers of the church and the deacons to lay hands on you because you're crazy. And so faith is essentially just trusting God without the details, just believing it, what he says, and taking it for face value.
Man, and you brought up Abraham, and with him, I think one thing that I think is unique is that what we see in Abraham is a real progression
Yep,
of faith, right? Like
absolutely.
he starts out, but his faith isn't at the same level as it is, to the point where he gets to he's willing to sacrifice Isaac, right? He may not wanted to do that at first.
Right,
Because
absolutely.
like you said, the Lord told him to come out, leave his family, leave his father's house. He did that in part because he brought Lot with him, who was his nephew,
Absolutely.
right? So is that how faith normally works, like a progress?
Oh, it's definitely progress, man. And and the Bible talks about we go from faith to faith. We look at giants in Pentecost, people that I consider to be icons in the apostolic faith. I think about Bishop Coleman. I think about Bishop Bell. I think about some of the great names, even within the organization today. But if you ever talk to them, if you ever had a chance to sit down and just kind of pick their brain, they would tell you that they've had some times where their faith was lacking. We think that they got to where they are because they never had to face an obstacle that required faith. But the reason that they are who they are is because they had enough faith to endure the hardships and the challenges and the obstacles that were presented to them. And so, yeah, man, it's definitely something that has to be built upon. The Bible talks about how God gives us all a measure of faith. It's a measure, so that means there's a limit to it, but it can be built upon. And
Mm.
so, you see different instances, even when Jesus talks to his disciples. One instance, he said, "Why y'all have such little faith?" We talk about, having little, just have a little faith. No, Jesus rebuked them for having little faith. He said, "I want y'all's faith to be big." So it's definitely something that we have to build upon. And the way that we build upon it is going through tests and trials. And we say, God, give me more faith. Well, if you want more faith, you're going to have to go through something that's going to build that faith. And most of the time, that's adversity.
See, and that's the part that's gonna scare all of our viewers away. You just scared
Hey,
everybody off.
I see the number going down now.
Because you talked about tests and trials, man. Like that's who wants to go through a test or a trial,
Nobody.
because those are a lot of times they're harmful. A lot of times they hurt your physical body. A lot of times they hurt your emotional state. You can be spiritually hurt even going through a test and a trial and have to be restored in a sense. Like I don't know why I understand why from a natural perspective, I guess that people wouldn't want to just jump and raise their hand and volunteer for a trial. But we always know the outcome too, though. We know that it
Absolutely.
goes to another level. It takes you to a special place. So, I mean, do you think people should be more patient in trial, knowing the outcome is to help grow us and build us up?
One of the things that the Bible teaches us, it said that you have need of patience. That after you've done the will of God, you will receive the promise. We need patience because during the trial,
and then bring
Okay.
us back. We're gonna start it back up.
Okay. Sounds good.
All right.